Hello, this is a tutorial on 2.2b1. We're going to be ordering these rational numbers. Let's see if I can zoom this a little bit so we can see these better. All right. So we got to put rational numbers in order from least to greatest. I think what's the most important to do on these is that you just remember that you're going to have to convert them all to decimals to do this accurately. So 44%, let's first of all do a little tutorial here. We've got 25%. 25% as a decimal is 0.25. That means that 0.25 as a percent is 25%, right? You're just moving the decimal around. Okay, and 1/4 is equal to 0.25, which is equal to 25%. So you're moving the decimal forward and backwards, multiplying or dividing by 100. So take a look here. This first one here, I'm going to just pause this for a second and get the light better. All right, I think that's better. So we have to go from least to greatest. So we'll take a look at number 2. We have 4 lines here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make them all into decimals first. So 44%, that just becomes 0.44. 3/8, if I take and do on your calculator, the way you do that is you do 3 divided by 8 equals 0.375. There's your decimal, 0.375. This one's already a decimal, 0.5, and I'm just going to add a 0 on the end so it looks more like 50 cents because I know lots about money. And 2/5, if I do 2 divided by 5, I'm going to get 0.4. And I'll add that on there. Now I want you to think about this in terms of money. We've got 40 cents, 50 cents, 37 cents, and 44 cents. We're going from least to greatest, so I'm going to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the least, and this will be the greatest. All right, so the smallest one of these would be 37 cents, which is 3/8. The next one would be 40 cents, which is 2/5. Okay, the next one is going to be 44 cents, which is 44%. And then 0.5. And there we've done them from least to greatest using our knowledge of money. Let's take a look down here at number 5. We've got this funny looking square root symbol in here, but let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just make these all into decimals. This one's just 10. It's already set up as a decimal. Sorry about that. 20%. That's just 0.2, but let's leave it 0.20. The square root of 3. Well, the square root of 3, you can take and put 3 in your calculator and then hit this funny button here. It'll tell you that's 1.73. Now if I take that number times itself, times 1.73, I get almost 3. It's never going to be quite perfect because I cut off a few numbers there, but when you hit that square root key, it's easy to take the number 9 and hit the square root key. It tells us what number times itself goes into that number. So take a look like 64. That's 8 times 8, right? So the square root of that is 8. All right, so the square root of this is 1.73. Blah, blah, blah. And then we had 0.25. That's already a decimal. And then 5/16, I believe that's 0.3125. 5 divided by 6. Oh, ew. 5 divided by 16 equals, I think I did that wrong. 5 divided by 16 equals, there we go, 0.3125. 0.3125. All right, let's look money again. $10. Holy Hannah, that's a lot. 20 cents. $1.73. 25 cents. Looks like about 31 cents. What are we doing here? Least to greatest still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is least and this is greatest. Well, the greatest has got to be the $10, right? And that was just 10. The smallest, I think, is 20 cents, right? Yeah, because that's smaller than 25, so that's 20%. And then, let's see, then we had 25 cents, which was 0.25. Then we had 5/16. And then we have this $1.73, which is the square root of 3. All right, take a look at one more. Now we're going to just put things on a number line down here in the bottom. And this isn't that tough either. The first thing you have to figure out is what do these lines represent? Are they tenths? Are they eighths? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are eighths. So this is really 4/8. Of course, this is 1/4 or 2/8, and this is going to be 3/4 or 6/8. This is going to be 1/8. This will be 3/8. There's 4/8. This is 5/8. This is 6/8. And this is 7/8. All right, so we have 0.10. Where's 0.10 going to go? Well, many of you may not remember what 1/8 is, so let's just see. 1 divided by 8. 1/8, this is the same as 0.125. 0.125. So 1/10 is going to be right about here someplace. This will be 0.1. Okay, and I'll just highlight that so that pops just a little bit more for you. Okay, so we got 1/8 or 1 on there. Now we have 20%. Again, 20% is 0.2. Well, this is the same. If you do 1 divided by 4, it's going to be 0.25. So that's going to be in between here someplace. This maybe be 0.2. We'll highlight that so you can see that. And these are just approximations. Then we have the square root of 1. What? Let's check that out. Okay, here's the square root. Wait, 1 and hit square root key equals. Wait, what? 1 square root. Oh yeah, it's 1 because 1 times 1 is 1. So the square root of 1 is right over here. So I can put that dude down. That guy's good. Got these 3 done. Now we have 0.25. Finally, something we've already got on there. I've already labeled that. That's 1/4. That's right here. 0.25. And then we have 5/16. And you remember that up from above, that's 0.3125. Well, if this is 0.25 and this is 0.375, that's going to be right about here someplace. 0.5/16. Just put that there. And there you go. You've got that guy all done up and labeled. All right, thanks for listening.